Showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 64 yards.
You know he's proud of his standing as the league's #3 rusher, and those linemen in front of him, they're just as proud, but they all have the same goal in mind. Get him to #1 in the league and celebrate a rushing title at the end of the year. That starts with a good game here.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle made at the 42. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Pickett. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Pickett now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the #1 thing, take care of the football.
So the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it'll bring up 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense. Into this game, they're ranked #22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New York set to take the field. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. This short throw caught by Goddard. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Pickett now from the gun here. Over the middle to Smith. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 40-yard line.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Eagles.
Pickett. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Pickett will look to throw it here. This is caught. It's Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to him. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Gets around him. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Barkley again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They're sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On play action, Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I'd be worried about this game maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And here's Rodgers on the return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Now the 3rd-year man. Here's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The New York set to take the field. But partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. Bust through the tackle. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Jets hit a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Rodgers to return it. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long, he knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
32-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On second down, a run to Hall. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3rd and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 2nd and 10, it's Pickett again. He dumps it off to Barkley. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down. Meaning they like
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in his first half of football.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit